Welcome back to another episode of Susan Lopresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul, the podcast where we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between when it comes to a woman's life, her health, and all aspects of navigating the midlife landscape. I'm your host, Susan Lopresti, and today we have a special episode focusing on reflexology. You will walk away from this episode knowing what reflexology is and how it can help you in your healing journey back to optimal wellness, just like you had when you were younger. Thanks so much for being here, and without further ado, let's go on with the show. Thanks so much for being here, and now on with our show. So today we're talking about healing with reflexology. And according to the National Center of Biotechnology, reflexology is a systematic practice in which applying some pressure to any particular points on the feet and the hands gives an impact on the health of related parts of the body. And each point of the pressure acts as the sensors on the feet and on the hands, and it is linked with different parts of the body specifically. So these sensors will be stimulated by applying the reflexology technique in order to improve the blood and energy circulation, give the sense of relaxation, and also to maintain homeostasis. So in short, reflexology is the study of how organs and other areas of the body relate directly to specific points in the hands and the feet. So let's take a look at how they relate. Reflexology relaxes the body, mind, and helps to relieve stress, which in turn allows the body to heal and regenerate itself. However, there is not one theory on how this works, but rather several, including the central nervous system theory, which basically says a neurological relationship between skin and the nervous system stimulated by pressure to the feet and the hands that sends a message from the peripheral nerves to the central nervous system to adjust the body's tension levels. This causes the body to relax, which in turn allows for better blood flow to the organs and other parts of the body. And then there is the neuromatrix theory. And this theory says pain is created in the brain. So by applying pressure to specific fields of the feet and the hands, the body is put into a relaxed state. And that relieves stress and thereby calms the mind, thus the pain is diminished. And then the next theory is the vital energy theory. And the vital energy theory is the energy in the body becomes stagnant or builds up and causes congestion, which leads to pain, illness, and disease. And pressure point massage keeps the body's energy flowing unobstructed. And then there's the zone theory. And this theory says the body is divided into 10 vertical zones from head to the feet that are all connected to the central nervous system. Essentially, if you were to make 10 even slices from the head to the toe, whatever body parts and organs that fall within each slice fit into that zone. And so by applying pressure to specific points within a zone on the feet, the corresponding body section receives that benefit. So whatever the theory, the result is that the body achieves a more relaxed state, and in that state, stress relief is possible. And while reflexology is not the practice of diagnosing illness and disease, instead, it's a calming, relaxed state that can allow your body to heal. And speaking of that, did you know that stress-related diseases and illnesses are the #1 cause of death in the U.S.? So it acts as a natural stress reliever. And stress is 80% of the contributing factor leading to the development of illness and disease. And reflexology is a stress relieving practice. Reflexology does this by interrupting the pattern of repetitive stress in the body through pressure. It stimulates the production of endorphins, which are the hormones produced by the brain to relieve pain. The body is then able to function in a more relaxed state, which gives it the opportunity to heal. And that's according to the National Center of Biotechnology from a study done in 2015. And I don't know about you, but for me, a natural way to relieve stress sounds pretty good to me. So mapping the feet and the hands. To understand how reflexology works, it's important to get a feel for what the hand and the feet reflexology map looks like. So the Reflexology Research Project has a wonderful interactive hand and foot chart that allows you to scroll through highlighted sections of the hand and the feet to see the corresponding body parts. And I'm going to put a couple of links in the notes that will show you the hands and the feet. And so the next time that you have a headache, try the big toe pressure point, and you'll see that in the chart. A typical reflexology session will basically start with a brief health history discussion and then move into current concerns or issues. And your session may begin with an overall massage to warm up your feet and your hands before the treatment begins. The actual treatment will cover all pressure points, as it's believed that in order to fully treat one thing, you must stimulate the entire nervous system. Once you receive an overall treatment, your practitioner will then focus attention on one to a few areas that correspond to your concern. The session generally will end with a gentle massage. And so how do you think that makes you feel, right? I mean, who doesn't love a good massage? And according to the University of Minnesota, experiences with reflexology sessions vary from general feelings of relaxation to a sense of lightness or tingling in the body, as well as feelings of warmth, a sense of opening or energy moving from the practitioner's pressure to the specific body area or organ. And this is often a physical perception of energy flowing through every organ, valve, gland, or muscle, as well as a sense of communication between each body system. And so, it's interesting because everybody acts differently or reacts differently. So some reactions might include laughing or perspiration of the hands and the feet, feelings of being cold, crying is another one that could happen, or a desire to sleep. And it's okay to experience all of these things. It is also important to know what to expect after your appointment. So let's talk about that, because after your treatment, you can expect to feel calm, relaxed, and even an overall sense of well-being due to the stress and the tension relief. Also, you'll notice improved circulation. So you may also experience a foggy head or a headache, frequent urination, bowel movement, emotionally low, excessive perspiration, and also tiredness. Now, these symptoms should only last a day or two, and they are completely normal as your body is starting its healing process by releasing a lot of stored toxins. And so basically at this period, you are detoxing. So during this time, you want to rest as much as possible and avoid any kind of strenuous activity for a few days. And also, You want to drink plenty of water to kick those toxins out of your system. Also, reflexology can help tremendously with headaches and migraine relief. So the Migraine Relief Center points to 4 points in the feet used by reflexologists to alleviate migraine pain, and they are as follows. The inside folds between the large toe and the toe next in line. The area between the webbing of the large toe and the ankle, between the webbing of the top of the foot to the little toe and the ankle, and the top of each large toe between the nail bed and the top of the foot. So when the points are massaged by a reflexologist, it helps to stimulate the flow of circulation and neurological functions throughout the body. Reflexologist Chantel Lucier gives the demonstration of what to expect from a reflexology treatment from headache relief and migraine relief. So I'm going to put a link to a YouTube video where you'll be able to view that. This video also serves as a demonstration for showing you how you can try this technique on someone close to you who experiences migraines or just regular headaches. So let's look now at the major players when it comes to the causes of headaches and migraines. The physical effects of chronic stress. We need to talk about that because the American Psychological Association lists some of the effects of chronic stress on the body's systems as follows. Musculoskeletal system and muscle tension is a reflex reaction to stress. The respiratory system. Stress can make you breathe harder, and for those with asthma or a lung disease, getting the oxygen necessary to breathe can really be difficult. So that's something to really think about. Your cardiovascular system, another one. Stress can cause an elevated heart rate and increased blood pressure. And what about our endocrine system? When the body is stressed, the brain signals the body to produce stress hormone, which is called cortisol, that can, among other things, raise blood pressure, lower your immune system, and also increase the risk of heart disease. Now let's talk about the nervous system. Stress can cause you to go into fight or flight response that can cause a flood of hormones into the body that can lead to heart disease, high blood pressure, and a change in glucose levels, just to name a few. Let's look at the gastrointestinal system. Stress can cause problems with digestion, including gas, bloating, acid reflux, and also ulcers. Then female and male reproduction. Stress can cause PMS, hormone and fertility problems in women, and hormone imbalance, impotence, and erectile dysfunction in men. This is just the effects on the body, not to mention the emotional and the mental effects such as anxiety attacks, depression, and also cognitive function. So stress relief demonstration. Again, Reflexology Chantel Lucier gives the demonstration for what to expect from a reflexology treatment for stress relief. And I am going to put that link to a YouTube video below. The video also provides the direction that you need to learn and try the technique on someone close to you who could benefit from a little bit of stress relief. Don't worry, I haven't left you out yet. Do-it-yourself stress relief. Suffering from the effects of stress, maybe you're feeling tightness in your shoulders, anxiety because you are working on a deadline, let's say, or irritability after a long day of work. Whatever the cause of your stress, try this quick, do-it-yourself stress relief pressure point massage. Let's look at your finger chart. Your thumb is related to anxiety and worry. Your index finger is related to fear. Your middle finger helps with feelings of resentment and anger. Your ring finger helps to relieve sadness and depression, and your pinky finger helps to increase optimism and self-confidence. So your do-it-yourself reliever, grasp the finger that you need with your opposite hand and close your hand around it. Hold that finger firmly for a minute or two. Nice to have something like this in your back pocket for one of those days, right? Just think about that when you're really stressed out. It could be as simple as that. Let's talk about beating back pain. Another concern that reflexologists often work on is back pain. Back pain, according to the Mayo Clinic, can develop without cause or be the result of some action. And it can be acute, meaning that it lasts less than 3 weeks, or chronic, meaning that it lasts more than 3 weeks. The cause of back pain can be the result of the following injuries or conditions. So muscle or ligament strain, bulging or ruptured disc, arthritis, skeletal irregularities, osteoporosis. But how does reflexology help? Watch this video that I'm going to put in the show notes from Reflexologist Chantel Lucier to find out how a visit to a reflexologist can help you relieve back pain. And I'll put the link in the show notes. Do-it-yourself back pain. Getting the full treatment in a reflexology session is the greatest way to get the best results. But while awaiting your appointment or in a pinch, try one of these do-it-yourself back pain relief reflexology techniques. So sitting pressure point. Sit with your back flat against the wall. Bring one leg into your lap. Feel the joint between the big and the second toe. And then apply pressure very gently for 1 minute to the joint to relieve pain. Thumb walking. Sit with your back against the wall and bring one leg up into your lap. Use your thumb to apply pressure to the center of your foot between the toes and the heel for 1 minute. Reflexology for sleep. Let's talk about that. If you're experiencing problems with falling asleep or staying asleep, a reflexologist will most likely focus on the points on the foot or the hand that promote relaxation, including head, brain. So that's the top of each toe, which promotes clarity and positive thinking. Pituitary, that's the center of the big toe, and it stimulates and balances hormone secretion of all the glands. The pineal gland, that's located outside of the big toe. It secretes melatonin, which controls the circadian rhythm and the sleep cycle. Thyroid, the base of the big toe, balances metabolism. Your neck and your shoulders, the ridge of toes releases tension. Your chest and the lungs, the ball of your foot, calms breathing. Your solar plexus and your diaphragm under the ball of the foot in the center. This encourages profound relaxation and a lot of peacefulness. On the other hand, a reflexologist might focus on the heart pressure points, as this is known to cause a calming effect to induce sleep. Do-it-yourself hand reflexology, it isn't necessary to have a current issue or a medical concern to seek reflexology or to give yourself a gentle pressure point massage. You can try this hand reflexology on yourself anytime to relieve stress and to calm your body and your mind. And I will put a link to that as well. And now let's talk about dispelling the myths about reflexology. As with any healing practice, there's always going to be myths circulating around, and reflexology hasn't gone untouched when it comes to some of those myths. So one of the common myths is that reflexology is painful. The truth is that if you maintain an open line of communication with your reflexologist, you should only experience comfort, relief, and relaxation. Another myth associated with reflexology is that it treats disease. Instead, reflexology puts the body in a balanced state, creating the ambiance and possibility for the body to heal itself, though it does not claim to eradicate disease. So you need to understand that. It just helps to put your body into balance so that you could rid your body of disease. Finally, one of the top myths surrounding reflexology is that it is essentially just a massage. In fact, reflexology uses pressure points in the hands and the feet to stimulate specific areas of the body to create better blood flow and oxygen circulation, as well as unimpeded energy flow. So you ready for some facts? Okay, so aside from the treatments offered, one of the great benefits of reflexology is that it is seldom an instance when it cannot be performed. Unless a practitioner deems an area of massage unsafe to open wounds or a rash or an infection, anyone can benefit anytime at all. Reflexology is a holistic approach to treatment. This is true because reflexology treats the whole body by relieving stress, creating a relaxed state, and improving blood and oxygen circulation, as well as promoting the flow of energy throughout the body. And finally, people of all ages can benefit from reflexology. There is no age limit or restriction when it comes to the practice of reflexology. An infant can benefit just as someone in the later stages of life can as well. It's a practice for all people. So how do you find a reflexologist? A lot of people find one through word of mouth, but the American Reflexology Certification Board is also a great resource for finding a reflexologist near you. And I'm going to put the link to that so you could do a little research. You will be asked to enter your city and your zip code for a list of reflexologists in your area. Be sure to check their website or give them a call to make sure that their practice covers your needs and your concerns. And so there you have it. And now you're off. Thank you so much for attending. I so appreciate you. I hope this experience has left you feeling more knowledgeable on the subject of reflexology and ready to give a treatment a try. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Have a great rest of your day. Until the next time, be well, stay happy, and bye for now.